Hey guys, and welcome to a new server review video, and today we're going to be reviewing New Welt Roleplay. This server is a role-playing server, as you've probably guessed by the name, and it's quite a professional and mature roleplay server. This isn't roleplay in the such of Windcraft, because that is RPG. This is RP, which means that it is only roleplay. So if you'd like to find out more about it, then stick around. If it doesn't sound like it's for you, you can stay around and have a look if you like, or do whatever. Anyway, starting into the review. So after joining this server for the first time, it took a couple of minutes to get into the server, as you do have to read the lore. What I mean by lore is like flavor text, information about the world, and that sort of thing. But after reading the lore, it took about 10 minutes, something like that. I didn't read it completely fully through. I just kind of read short snippets and parts that meant a lot to what character I wanted to be. After that, you apply by giving them your character name, giving them what character you want to be, what race, and things like that. You give them a bit of a short description about your character, and this is all just made up. This is all RP. And then they can decide if they'd like to let you in or not, and that gives them a little bit of an idea if you're good enough of an RPer to come in. And you don't have to be a good RP. I personally don't think I'm very good at RP, but I still was allowed to join in, of course. And that for that reason, you don't go on there and find people RPing rubbish. Which is really great. Because of the whitelist, everyone seems to know what they're doing, and it seems really well structured, and I really like that. As far as the community goes, as of course we've got to talk about the community, because community is such a major part of servers these days. Well, the community in the server, I believe, is good. I don't think it's the best, because there are times sometimes when maybe I don't know these people that well, I don't know, but I feel as if maybe I'm not being spoken to as much as I would on other servers, and how open people are. But either way, the vast majority of people on this server are really, really open, and there's a global chat, so you can talk to people anytime. The moderators and staff on this server are phenomenal. Everyone in charge of the server are brilliant, and the majority of the well-known players on the server are the ones that are really great to talk with. So let's talk about the buildings. In this server, something really unique that I liked about it was in the city that you started, named Fableston, you are allowed, if you get a permit, to build your house in the city as part of RP. And I think that's really brilliant, so people can have their own houses. And when I first heard this, I was kind of shocked, because I didn't realize that everyone had built their own houses in the city, because it does look like they've just built the entire city. Now, I don't know if it's because they built a lot and then some people added some buildings, or if they're all custom built by people, but they are not too shabby. I will admit they are quite good. They're not amazing. They're not like really, really amazing, but they are good enough, and they are. I personally, I don't see any issue with them. It's just they are not like outstanding. You don't go on this server if you're looking for some outstanding builds. This is just very nice and well-designed buildings that just do the job that they need to do. Another unique feature of this server is that they host events, which are really great, because it really gets loads of people on the server, and occasionally everyone will jump onto the RP and dramatic changes will occur. Now, I should probably mention that the server is meant to have a story that lasts for the next 2 years, so February 2018-ish, and most places in the lore on the website are involved in this story, which is really great. So the reason why they've chosen 2 years is because and I do agree, they did say that sometimes RP servers just drag on too much, or they're too short. It's rare they're too short, but they drag on a lot, and people just quit, and no one really wants to play on a server that just never ends. There has to be an ending to every story, and that is why they've chosen 2 years, and he's, in his words, said that it's probably going to be the sweet spot of time. So we can only find out by playing it and seeing and sticking around. And if you do decide to stick around, there will be a thank you at the end in the form of either a game item or maybe a rank. I don't know. I'm just making that rank bit up, but I don't know. It's undecided yet what the players are going to get as a thank you. What's really great is every bit of RP that you do decides how the story will go. And I know that a lot of RP servers have this, and it is pretty normal. But they've already planned out lots of content so that anything that you decide to do, they have something at the ready for, which I think is really brilliant. And so basically, it's not linear. It really isn't linear. I mean, it is to a slight extent that the lore that they've got planned and stuff kind of has to be followed. You can't just go ahead and make your own lore. You have to stick with their lore, which is obvious. You know, you have to stick with the server that you're on. But despite that, within the lore boundaries, you can do pretty much whatever you like, and it's really great, especially when the events go on, because there are massive changes. Like recently we had 12 Minutes a Slave, which was a great event. I wasn't able to attend, but it went down very successfully, I heard, and people really got on and enjoyed, so really great for that. The average player count is around 6 to 8 without staff, that's not counting staff, and it really is rising up as well. Since I recorded that statistic, I think it's gone up actually, but the peak was near 20 at the time that I took the statistic. Unfortunately, obviously this server isn't perfect, and sometimes the story may not seem 100% coherent at all times. One of the reasons what he stated was that he wrote some of the content that's coming in the future a while back, and so sometimes, as if you're writing a lot of stuff, there are contradictions sometimes and things like that, but I haven't personally seen much of that at all. It's been very consistent so far. Everything on the RP server has worked smoothly, and I'm really happy to how it's been going on. So my verdict of the server is that it's got a really smart way of allowing people into the server to make sure that everyone who's in the server really wants to be an RPer and doesn't want to just mess around, which really reduces the misbehavior and things. And that basically, that would take you out, that wouldn't be immersive, would it? It would take you out of the RP, and that's exactly what this server is very good at not doing. You stay in the RP and you really can concentrate onto it, and there are loads of features, like there are D&D rolling dice and all sorts of things like that. And all the things that I've mentioned so far, and it really is unique in terms of having those sorts of features like building in the town and having such a diverse amount of content available ready for when you make your choices in RP, which I think it really is brilliant. The player count is still quite small, which reduces the amount of characters in your RP world. However, does make it probably easier for you to see what's going on. So if you want to join when there's little amount of players, join now. The IP is in the description if you'd like to. And remember, you have to apply first. So if you'd like to apply, the website is also in the description. So I definitely approve of this server, and I'm very happy to have found it. Very professional server, and definitely getting a thumbs up from me. So thanks for watching, guys. If you've enjoyed this video and found it informative, then please do be sure to leave a like. It really helps out the channel, obviously. I think you were all aware of that anyway. And if you'd like, you can subscribe and tell me you subscribed, and you can get all sorts of bonuses. I'll make one up when you subscribe. There you go. How about that? So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.